If you are responsible or will be responsible for driving educational technology in your school, you will need to have a degree of technical understanding about the infrastructure that will enable your staff to use technology reliably. You do not need to become a network expert, but you will need to be able to take the pulse of the infrastructure stability and capability before pushing for investment in devices or services. This video gives you a guide on how to conduct a basic health check of your ICT infrastructure to answer the fundamental questions of what is the current state of technology provision? Does it perform in the way it should? And are we compliant with legal requirements, etc., without needing any detailed technical know-how? Question point. Make a list of any areas of technical expertise you feel you currently A. understand well, B. need more information, or C. need to urgently read up on. Tour your school. Ask questions of students, leaders, and teachers about their relationships with the technology they are provided with. Who looks after it? Does it all work? Do they know where to go if things are broken? Are they listened to? Who decides what to buy? This is a straightforward but very powerful measure. On your tour of the school, observe carefully if technology is actually being used. Are the investments, such as PCs, displays, iPads, etc., actually on and being used, or are they switched off, disconnected, lying in a corner? If you were a prospective student or parent visiting the school, what would be the impression they would get from a snapshot of that nature? Question point. You may already have an idea of where these technology forests and deserts exist in your school. Make a note of these, but try not to make any assumptions yet. You will still need to conduct an objective, thorough tour. When you tour classrooms, is there a standard setup of equipment you expect to see? For instance, are there networked classroom PCs connected to an interactive display in each room? Or are teachers bringing standalone laptops in to connect to different makes and models of projectors? Do all classrooms have a minimum level of ICT? Or is it a more unequal picture where there are technological dead zones in some parts of the school? Question point. What is your minimum expectation in terms of technology in class? If you have ICT suites or dedicated technology rooms, what do they look like? Are they well maintained and in good repair? Are they teaching and learning spaces, or have they been used as dumping grounds for other technology? If there are trolleys of equipment to book out, where are they sourced from, and how central are they? Apart from classrooms and suites, where else do you see technology? Is there access to computers in the libraries, common rooms, study areas, reception areas, prep rooms, staff rooms? Are these machines all consistently imaged, i.e., do they have a consistent set of applications and services on each? What training have staff had in recent years around ICT? Was it functional, i.e., if you bought new equipment, someone came and told you how to switch it on, etc., or did it relate to classroom use? Has training been mandatory or otherwise? Was training followed up? Have your network staff and IT managers attended training recently? How do they receive professional development? Question point. Produce a timeline, if you can, where CPD has been delivered and by whom. You don't need to understand the intricacies of networks and switches to be able to know if your IT infrastructure team are providing the right level of service. The end users, students and teachers, need to be able to use technology and know that it will work for them in the way they expect. Ask about the procedures and routines that ensure technology is kept in good condition. Are projector lamps checked regularly? How are updates rolled out? Is PAT testing compliant with regulations? Have risk assessments been conducted? Are all issues and technical problems resolved and logged? How is equipment registered, security marked and tracked? What information is there around application licenses? Is Wi-Fi used securely? Has the network been stress tested? There is helpful documentation around this provided in the course notes. Although your ultimate goal is to get technology used across the school, You should consider how your curriculum currently builds from the earliest year to the final year. Are your pupils receiving dedicated ICT lessons? And what is covered in these lessons? Is there a deep continuity of coverage from primary to secondary? Are extracurricular clubs available for more advanced areas like app design or robotics? Where do pupils say that they are getting the most benefit from? From their experience of technology. Touring your school with a micro-focus on technology will give you a valuable snapshot, not just of where gaps may exist, but crucially, the level of consistency around service and provision. An inconsistent service will deliver inconsistent results. So building towards a standard set of expectations and equipment baselines will be helpful in creating the right foundations for improvement. End of session task. Conduct a tour or health check as per the video guidance. Record your findings and make a list of priorities for action. Audit the status of ICT in the curriculum.